I want you to imagine two people. Person A wakes up every morning thinking, I want $100,000 a month. I'm trying to get $100,000 a month. I'm visualizing $100,000 a month. I'm doing everything right. So where is it? Person B wakes up and thinks, I'm just the kind of person who makes $100,000 a month easily. That's just how life works for me. Same desire, completely different modes of thinking, completely different reality. And the difference has nothing to do with how hard they're working, how many techniques they're doing or what techniques they're doing, or how badly they want it. The difference is identity. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Quick thing before we get into it, if you want me to personally help you with this, I do offer one-on-one email coaching. You send me your questions, your situation, your desire, everything. And I send you back a personalized manifesting routine built specifically for you. No generic advice, real guidance for your actual life. The more emails you get, the cheaper it comes out to per email. To book, click the first link in the description box down below. Okay, let's get into it. So let's stay with these two people for a sec because I really want this to land. Person A is focused on the desire, what they want that is outside of themselves. They are reaching for something outside of themselves. And under all of that reaching is a feeling of, I quite don't have it just yet. Person B, on the other hand, isn't reaching for anything outside of themselves. They're settled. They have themselves and that's it. They're not thinking about attaining $100,000 a month. To them, it's not a big deal. It's just a random Tuesday. It just happens to people like them. They are already the version of them right now that makes $100,000 a month. And here's what's important. That settledness isn't something a person B is faking. It's not a performance. And they're not even believing that they have something. They are the person that makes $100,000 a month. Do you see the difference? Deep down, it is simply just something that's normal for them as an individual. Now think about what that really means. Because your reality doesn't reflect what you want, something outside of you. It reflects what you are, what gets to be true for you, not for what you have out there. So person A can do all the practices in the world, all the robotic affirmations that they want. But if their identity is whispering quietly, this isn't quite my reality just yet, that is the assumption that's running the show. Not the desire, not the visualization, but the identity, who they are being right now. Person B doesn't have that gap, and that's exactly why it flows, because they already are. What identity actually means. So when I say identity, I don't mean this in a surface level way. I'm not talking about acting rich or copying someone you desire. I see this a lot. People asking, what does identity mean? I saw a comment the other day, and no tea, no shade to this commenter, but it simply just isn't the truth. And it's fine because most people think like that, but again, it's just not the truth. They said, pick someone that you aspire to be like and act like them. That's surface level. That's not what identity is. I'm talking about something that's so deeply baked into you that it doesn't even feel like a belief. It's just a way of living. It's just reality for you. Like, you don't walk around thinking, I believe I am a human being. You just are. You embody, you live as a human being without thinking about it. Not on the surface level anyways. You just know it. It's just what's true. And your manifesting works the same way. When your desire becomes this kind of knowing, not I'm trying to get something outside of myself, but this is just something that's true about me and my life, or gets to be true for me. Me. That's what identity is. Me, the individual. I have this. I'm not going out there to get it. I am not manifesting this phone. It's outside of me. I am the Rita Kaminski, born September 28, 1995 in Vladivostok, Russian Federation. That has the phone. I'm manifesting to be the person with the phone. I'm not manifesting the phone. Do you see the difference? That's exactly what Neville Goddard meant when he said self-concept. Watch this live when I explain this in depth. I call the other self-concept a yassified self-concept, and no tea, no shade, I absolutely love it, I adore it, it has changed my life completely, but it's just not specifically what Neville Goddard meant by self-concept, and really it should just mean identity. Anyways, watch that right here. It's not how good you're feeling on a Tuesday, and it's not how bad of a bitch you are. Your self-concept, the traditional way of thinking about self-concept in the way that Neville Goddard describes self-concept, is who do I think I am deep down inside? And then your outer world is just a reflection of that. So who do I think I am deep down inside is the question. The reflection out in your outside world is the answer to that question. Y'all need to hear that multiple times, so watch this multiple times. Bring it back a couple of times. There's no shame in that game. It's better to understand than just skim a video and then move on to some bullshit. And this is why so many people stay stuck, even though they're doing everything right on paper. There's a gap. They want their desire, but somewhere underneath there's a voice going, yeah, but people like me don't have things like that. People like me don't have love like that. And that gap is what keeps the desire out of reach. Your identity just simply has not caught up yet. You do not think of yourself as the person who can have this thing. The good news is that identity shifts all the time. It's not fixed. It's not something that you were born with and then inherently you just permanently have it forever. Just like everything, it's something that you can change. And the way you change it is simple. You keep returning to the felt sense of, I am the person who has this. I am the kind of person who has this. You just know it about yourself, the way you know your own name. How to actually do this. So in practice, this is how this looks like. Step 1, stop asking when you're gonna get your desire. Start asking yourself, who are you? Because you have it right now. Just sit with yourself and say, I have this right now. Who am I now? Now that I have this desire. How do I wake up feeling in the morning? What do I think about myself? What kind of moods and emotions would I have if I had this thing? You're not building a scene of having this thing, you're building yourself up to be that person that has it. For example, I can visualize myself looking at how much I made for the month and I see $100,000 a month. But if I do an identity-based style of manifesting, I will recognize myself to be the person right now that has $100,000 a month, that makes $100,000 a month. And now, who am I? I'm abundant. I'm that bitch. I'm relaxed. I'm free. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. I'm just relaxed. I'm not rushing. There's nothing that I have to do. I am settled. I'm whole. I'm complete. That is who I am when I make $100,000 a month. That is identity-based manifesting. Step number 2, return to that person throughout the day. This is important. When doubt creeps in, when you catch yourself being anxious and asking for signs or checking tarot or what have you, just come back to this. I am the kind of person who this happens for. That's it. That's just me. That's who I am. I just make $100,000 a month. It's who I am, not what I have. Step number 3, let it get boring. This is the one nobody talks about. When you let your identity be normal, it starts to become very neutral and like a matter-of-fact thing that it's not exciting or entertaining anymore. That is the sign that it's working because it's expected, it's normal, it's boring. Because you've stopped reaching for something outside of yourself. You've stopped trying, you're just being, and being is what manifests, baby. Now, if you're sitting here and you're thinking, okay, that all sounds great, Rita, but how do I apply this to my specific situation? You tell me what you're manifesting, where you feel stuck, what's been coming up, and I personally send you a very detailed, specialized routine designed for your desire and your situation. Real answers and real guidance tailored completely to you and you only. People have manifested their SPs coming back. Massive financial shifts and just complete life changes through this work. If it's calling to you, trust that. It's the first link in the description box down below. So if you're ever confused about identity-based manifesting, what identity is, what self-concept means, in terms of what Neville Goddard was talking about, the GOAT. Go back to the start of this video, go back to those two people, see the difference. Person A is chasing, person B is being. You don't have to chase your desire, you don't have to look at something outside of you. And finally, I hope you understand what that means, because that always pissed me off when manifestation coaches would say that and I didn't know what that deeply meant, as explained very, very properly, like actually explaining what that means. You just have to be you, the you that has it now. You are the you where that just is a reality. Things like that always happens to you. That's it. And that person isn't somewhere in the future. It's not a goal. It's not something you're manifesting. It's here now. Like, doesn't that feel so fucking good? Ow. They're available to you right now. That reality is available to you right now. As soon as you stop asking, where is it? When is it gonna come to me? Baby, it's inside of you. Just start deciding, this is who I am now. And with that, I trust that this video gave you the guidance that you needed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up because I know you loved it. I hope you have an amazing day and I'll see you in the next video. Bye everyone.